They tried stopping you once they peeped your potential. All right, people are salty. One, if you have potential, and two, if you look like you're headed somewhere. If a person isn't going anywhere and you crack their mind open like an egg and the yolk hits the frying pan and this person starts to sizzle and cook and realize because they don't have a skill that they've developed yet or a talent that they're aware of about themselves yet. They're not aware of a capability, a skill, a talent. And now this person was basing how they felt about themselves off of external things, externalities, materialism, money. Like Mr. Krabs, all right, people are basing, and I enjoy me some money, okay? I enjoy money. I enjoy it, all right? But don't be a Mr. Krabs, okay? Don't let externalities, don't let materialism, don't let the resources make you or break you. And we're going to get into this today. All right. Yes, we are. We're going to get right into this. All right. Because they tried stopping you. You know, they didn't have anything going for them other than what they had. And not to say what they had wasn't good. It's just that it's not what you have. What you have is not what they have. And we don't mean what they had materialistically. We mean what they had spiritually inside. What I have is not what you have. What you have is not what I have. But we all have something. We all have something. Something that means something. Something of value. Something that we could use to make our lives better and impact the lives of others and make other people's lives better. But when other people try to stifle that thing that you have, all right, there's going to have to be a cutoff process that takes place. Otherwise, you're going to end up just like them. Because once this person realizes that, you know what I have doesn't add up or match up to what's making this person love their life, what's making this person enjoy themselves. You can't take them. Demons get mad. Them demons get pissed off. They get mad once they realize that what you have, they can't take it. They get mad because they realize what you have, it wasn't given to you by the world, and it can't be taken away. Materialistic things, materialism, resources, those things can be taken, washed away, swept up, where moth and dust corrupt. All right, those things can be taken. All right, there are people who are living out on the street, asking for this, asking for that. They pass away, move on to the next world. Lo and behold, person was a whole millionaire. I kid you not. How you gonna die on the street a millionaire? Because they had a beggar's complex. Instead of having the money, they let it have them. You have to, when I talk about being rich, yes, I'm talking about physical paper dollars, but that's the smallest part of it. That's just a physical manifestation of the inner reality. All right, that's just a reflection of your getting power with the ability that you've developed, the skill that you've developed. When you develop a skill, you create for yourself what's called getting power. You develop the power to get things because you developed a skill, and you now can use that skill to help other people. When you help other people, they're not just going to leave you empty-handed. It don't work like that. You're going to provide something, and somebody's going to provide something to you. Oh, and it's going to be so sweet. All right, it's going to be sweeter than your grandma's sweet potato pie. Okay. Shout out to Granny making sweet potato pies in the next world, chilling and enjoying herself. All right. They tried stopping you. They try to stop. See that's that Thanksgiving coming up. All right. Or they tried stopping you. Okay. They tried stopping you, and it's cool. You know, you bounced back. Tried means they weren't successful, but you have to realize going forward that what you have is so powerful that you can't share it with everybody. You have to keep it away from somebody's or certain people. You're going to have to keep it away from. When you expose your light, when your light gets exposed to other people, certain people aren't going to be able to take it. And we're going to get into that too. Certain people are going to be able to handle it. Certain people aren't. Certain people aren't going to be able to deal with the fact that they've been living a lie. They've been basing how they've felt about themselves off of something external. And as far as hard work, there's nothing wrong with that. You work for things, you earn things, but you don't use it to measure yourself up to others. You don't do that because it sets yourself, it sets yourself, it sets yourself up to end up being tricked and fooled into thinking you got something real when all you got is the little fake plastic shiny coin. You ain't got your real silver gold. You ain't got your real gold coin, silver coin. You got you the little plastic shiny thing that comes in the box from the dollar store. Thought what you had was real, but it didn't have that real appeal. You know, it only had the real appeal. It wasn't actually the real deal. All right. So you want to be the real deal. You don't want to just have a real appeal. You want to be the real deal. So once you see yourself as great and you take the step to invest time into doing something that you love to do because it is you, it's something that you think about all the time, it's something that you would be desperately upset if you weren't able to do it anymore. So it's something that you always wanted to do. You have to pick something that makes you want to go get up and do it, even when you don't feel like it. You may not have the energy, you may not have the time, you may not have the resources, but it's something that is you're driven. It's your God-driven purpose. All right. So people are either going to change and they're either going to get on board with you, or they're either going to get in the way and hold you down and slow you down and hold you back and pull you back. Those are the only things that are going to happen. When people try to pair up with you and get in with you and people try to deal with you or get with you or be with you, if a person is not serious, you can't let them mess up what you have going on because this person is taking it easy in life. People can take it easy in life if they want to, but if you're casual about your dream, Les Brown said it will become a casualty. And that if that doesn't scare you, then you're not invested in your dream enough. If that doesn't put fear in you, you're not invested in your goals enough. If you are casual about your dream, that means you'll become a casualty. That means if you are careless, if you don't really care, if you don't invest in yourself, if you don't invest time into it, you let days, weeks, months go by, years go by, without you putting in effort into doing something, that means time is just wasting, slipping away and passing you by, and you're not working towards becoming what you want to be. So you have to keep it real with yourself and analyze, what have you done so far? Where are you at? How can you do something different? What can you do to make yourself better? How can you improve? What can you actually physically, tangibly do in real time to take up the space between you and achieving your goal? Because otherwise, if you don't put any action or real physical, meaningful work that will produce results, that means learning how to do something so it can be done right and correctly. If you're not going to take the time to do that, even if you are making attempts, you could just be a hamster running in a wheel. You could be just going nowhere fast, thinking you're going somewhere but not getting anywhere. You need to become a student. You need to become a nerd. You need to become whatever you need to become. All right? You know, some people put a little bit more of a cool spin on that, and kudos to you. But just for the sake of this video, I'm just trying to drive it on home. You need to be that dedicated to what it is you're doing. So that way it's nothing that you don't know about it. So that way you know everything about it. So without a shadow of a doubt, you'll be confident in your ability and your skill to make it happen. Because the only difference between you and the people who are successful is they said, you know what, the stuff that people don't want to do, I'm going to do that. All the little small details, the little corny stuff, the little small petty stuff, little intricate, minute stuff, people look over and say, you know what, I'm too good for that. I'm too skilled for that. I'm blessed with good looks. I'm blessed with skill. I'm blessed with talent. I don't need to go over the mechanics, the schematics, the blueprint, the instructions. I don't need to go over none of that. I got this. And you're going to be stuck. What you got is stagnation. That's what you're going to have. That's what you're going to got. You're going to got nothing but stagnation. So you want to learn the inner workings of what you're doing. A doctor can't just say, I want to be a doctor and put on the outfit and dress like it and think he's a doctor and hang out at the hospital or chill in the library and just look at the books or look at pictures or, fantasize. No. It's got to be real, tangible, actual work that you put in that you could apply and turn around and turn into something tangible, a product, a service, something you could provide or give, to where something can be given or provided back to you. We're talking about business, being a real businessman. Not wasting any more time. All right, they tried stopping that. They tried getting in the way of that. Like, they tried making sure that you would be unfulfilled, unhappy, and miserable right along with them. If you don't work on your dreams, you're committing spiritual suicide. That's something else Les Brown said. That man is a dream doctor. If you want to follow a dream, if you want to go after your dream, you have to listen to people, positive people. You have to listen to people who are where you want to be. You have to listen to people who are already where you're going. Whatever you look at and you see a resemblance or you resonate with it in some way, form, or fashion, it's either something you should keep listening to, because it's either you, or it's either going to help you get to where you want to go or become who you need to be. We're not playing. They think this is a game. They think this is just some dude uploading videos to a YouTube channel. No. You're gonna find yourself beside a bag. A bag listening to these videos. You're gonna find yourself in the land of a bag. bag the, bag the. Okay, you're gonna find yourself in a land of prosperity and happiness listening to these videos. They think it's a game out here. They could play around if they want to, but when people see the changes that happen in your life, then they're going to come back and they're going to be like, hey, you know what? I had this thing totally wrong, man. Let me talk to you for a second. People in the beginning stages will literally look at you and whatever you have going on. Don't let your life be in shambles. Who would listen to you? Who would take advice from you? Who would want to hear what you have to say? And you gonna make them eat them words. Just like they eat everything else up. They gonna eat them words. They gonna eat them words. They're gonna eat those words, okay? They realized they couldn't control you and use all that for themselves. They were trying to make you build their brand. They were trying to make you build their business. They wanted you to give them all the intel, all the information, all the time and energy and effort you put into you. They wanted to use that for themselves, and had the nerve to think that was going to be something that a person would be down with. And people will try to call you crazy and manipulate you for not being down with their program. You got to be careful. If a program is benefiting everybody, I'm down with that. If we all coming up and you're the head person, I'm down with that. If I'm in a Benz and you're and it's 2017 and you're in the latest year and all I could get is a 2017, I'm cool with that. If you got to work your way up to my level to get the latest year, bro. You got the 2017. You know, you like, I'm cool with stuff like that. But if it's in a situation to where it's like, yo, you walk or you push the car, or you give us everything, like, people tend to try to get over on you what they feel they can. So if people feel they can get over too much on you, that means it's some work you got to do on yourself. Wait a minute. I can't keep blaming other people for thinking that, I can't keep blaming other people for thinking that they can, do me a certain kind of way. Why is it that people think they can do me a certain kind of way? Is it something that I'm doing? Is it something that I can change? Is it something that I can correct? Is it something that I can fix to, reverse this scenario? There's polarity in everything. There's the opposite side to everything. How can we flip this coin? How can we enter into an alternate universe, alternate reality, where things are different? Because you can see yourself. If you can see yourself, you can be yourself. Wherever you see yourself, you can be yourself. You can see yourself there, you can be yourself there. It's up to you. Where do you want to go? It's up to you as an individual, but you have to be careful. Some people feel it's up to them. I'm gonna block your dream. I'm gonna block your blessing. You're gonna be focused on nothing that has to do with your goals. If you're not achieving that dream, if I have anything to do with it, I'm not going to approve you becoming successful if I can't. Some people will want to get in the way and stop you from doing what you're doing because your focus is not on them. They don't have what you have. They felt they had something and realized they didn't have nothing at all. What they have, anyone can get. And that's the thing that destroys some people, when they put all their energy into something outside themselves, instead of working on who you are as a person. That's why self-love is the new rich. It's the new currency. It's all about you. All right? It's all about you. making like mental health is the new currency. It's the mental health is the new wealth. You know, mental health is, if you didn't now, you know, mental health is the new wealth. You don't have people say if you don't have Christ, you don't have nothing. If you don't have mental health, you don't have nothing. If you don't have mental health, you don't even have Christ. You won't even be able to find him. It'd be some people, he'd be over there with the mentally healthy people chilling, and you won't be able to get to them. When a person is trying to control too much in your life, that's a red flag. All right. If a person is trying to control what you do, when you do it, how you do things, those people aren't trying to work with you. Those people are trying to either get you to work for them. They're either trying to control your work or eventually own it, or you in the process. Don't sign the dotted line. Not everyone wants to put in the work. So when they find someone who can, and if they feel that they can use this person or get them to do what they want, you know, if they can get this person to be manipulated, they feel they hit the jackpot. You can put in the work. You're willing to work. You're willing to do everything you need to do for you. Their beef with you is trying to get you to do it for them. And that will never happen. But there are people out there who think, there are people out there who have this crazy mindset, who think that that's what's going to happen. They think they can force people. They think they can hold something over you, power trip, withholding. That's another manipulation tactic. Don't let people withhold from you. Whatever it is. You know, people can be like, oh yeah, we're going to eventually bust this deal. We're eventually going to, you know, everything's going to be good. Just keep, you know, holding it down. Keep riding with us, you know, keep taking this amount. And then sooner or later, you know, the doors will open and the blah, 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 blah. Sooner or later, blah, blah, blah. Eventually. And then people just get all this time and energy out of you and nothing ever happens. If somebody says something and their words don't match up, all right, you have to listen to that Gavin DeGraw song. Shout out to all the Gavin DeGraw fans. Your word has to follow through with what you have to follow through with every word you say. If a person wants to deal with you in any kind of way, they have to follow through with every word they say. Anything that they say, they don't follow through with that, you have to done that. You have to dead that. It's got to be over with. Certain people think they can just keep playing and not view you the way you view yourself. You gotta respect people how they respect themselves, because if not, then people are going to detach themselves from you and not want much to do with you, because it's going to become you're going to become a liability mentally, spiritually. You're going to become a mental, spiritual health risk. Like, man, it's too much stress dealing with them. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need that today or any day. And I don't need that ever. So yeah, people will try to take your good, your gifts, your abilities, and use it for themselves. That's wild. That's some wild work right there. You want to try to take my good and use it for you. You got to be careful. People will come in the form of friends. They'll come in the shape of helpers. They'll come in the shape of boos and bays and lovers and all this other junk. People will work their way into your life any way they can. They'll even act like they like you if they want to. Oh yeah. People, they'll act like you're handsome or whatever. They'll act whatever some. Okay, they'll act like whatever they do, whatever some. Be careful, all right? Some of them sums out there might get you. All right, no weapon formed against you will prosper. All right, whatever some formed against you will not prosper. All right, amen. You have to want to be a strong person for the right reasons. All right. You have to want to be in control for the right reasons. You have to want to be successful and want to be powerful for the right reasons. All right. If you don't take control of your life, people will take control of you. If you don't take control of your life, life will take control of you. If you don't move on life, life will move on you. If you don't move on your life, people and life will move on you. Life may even have people move on you until you get going on certain things that you're supposed to be doing. All right. So for all those people that tried stopping you, they just peeped your potential and realized that they couldn't control it. You're a raging bull. They may see you as somebody calm and tame and meek. Let somebody try to get in the way of your goals. They're gonna see a whole nother side of you. And that's the thing. You shouldn't have to present yourself in a way to where people will respect you. People should respect you off the back. But when people don't respect you off the back, you remove yourself. There's certain situations where you have to present yourself in a certain way because people are cutthroat and they're wolves and snakes. But in other situations where you can remove yourself. Don't put yourself underneath that pressure to have to be something just to be around something. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right. But you work towards better. Flies all in the damn camera screen. You work towards better. Okay. Yeah, and then people are sick and weird, and there really are. There's some false gods out there who want to be worshipped. All right, there are some false gods out there who think somebody's supposed to worship them, who think somebody's supposed to work for them, who think somebody's supposed to do everything for them. Giving low to no value in return, damn near next to nothing. Something you can get anywhere. So something you can find anywhere. Okay? Something you can get anytime, anywhere. You got potential. It's time to do something with it. It's time to use it. It's time to focus on the right things and not the wrong things. When people are trying to get you to stop doing things that you need to do that benefit your life and push you in a positive direction, and this person is pulling you in a direction that's not going anywhere, you got to ask yourself, what the hell am I doing? Let me take some time to myself and think about how this is going to turn out. This person is pulling me in this direction. I'm wanting to go in this direction. These friends are pulling me in this direction. I'm wanting to go in this direction. This family member wants me to go in this direction. I want to go in this direction. It's all about where you want to go. It's your life. You only get one. And the time that you have to use it to push your agenda and God's agenda for you, especially if you have a God-driven, God-given purpose. Your purpose is God. Shout out to Dexter Yeager. All right, you have a God-driven purpose and a God-given purpose. All right, shout out to Dexter Yeager. You have a God-given purpose and a God-driven purpose. Your purpose is God-given and God-driven. You talk about Christ take the wheel. You take the wheel. Your purpose is God-driven. God wants to drive that nice brand new car through you. You see how I did that? I know you like it. Hit that like button if you like something. All right, God wants to drive that brand new car through you. I'm telling you, he does. And don't you believe them when they tell you he don't? He don't. There are groups of people who want to keep you average because that's what they want for themselves. They haven't conjured up enough motivation or self-esteem or getting power or feel good energy. And that's not your fault. If people won't let you bring them up, don't let them bring you down. If somebody won't let you bring them up, don't let them bring you down. You deserve to go up. You deserve to be up, all the way up there. But you have individuals who don't like seeing that, but we don't care what they like to see because we ain't got their eyes. We got our eyes, we got our mind's eye, and the only extra pair of eyes we got are those of the Holy Spirit. And we look through those and gaze at ourselves on the daily. I see myself through the eyes of God. I see myself through the eyes of the Holy Spirit daily. Always look at yourself from a new point of view, from a new set of eyes. Not the eyes of them, not the eyes of him, not the eyes of her, not the eyes of whoever they were. We going in today. Oh yeah, we going in today. All right. Anybody that tried stopping you, they did not want you to get what God had for you. But guess what? That's why they got so upset. And that's why that demon started to come out, because they could never get their hands on it. Swipe or no swiping. They could not get their filthy, mangy, nasty, disgusting hands on what God had for you, on your good. They couldn't get their hands on it. I'm telling you, they couldn't get their hands on it. You remember that old stink moldy Krabby Patty that they had, that episode where it was the moldy patty? That's what their hands looked like, both of them, trying to get their hands on your dream. They couldn't do it, them old filthy, mangy, nasty hands. All right. They realized they couldn't control you. You're a raging bull. All right. And you're cool, you're calm, you're collect. But once people push you, it's really nothing that can be done. And I'm not talking about no little fake small push. I'm not talking about a nudge. I'm not talking about no little petty play push. I'm talking about when people, if somebody dared, and we rebuke that. We don't need that happening. No need to be tough. There's no need to be tough. Ain't nobody tough around here in that kind of unnecessary way. Physically tough, yes. Mentally tough, absolutely. Physically tough, absolutely. Mentally tough, yes, and absolutely. Physically tough, yes. Mentally, absolutely. Physically, absolutely. But all that rah-rah, unnecessary, don't have to prove a point unless you have to type stuff, that's for whoever that's for. But, all you got to do is just chill and relax. You ain't got nothing to worry about. People know. People know. Everybody knows. Everybody knows, man. And it'd be unfortunate for them to find out. Because everybody's got that in them. That's why you leave people alone. And you don't go bothering people, and you don't go mess with people. Because anybody could be pushed to that point. Anybody got it in them. Everybody got it in them. You leave people be. And you choose peace, but most people don't. Most people, we want to speak, I rebuke that. Most people do. That's what we're speaking. Most people do. And I mean, what you see is what you get. So always be working on your thoughts and stuff like that. Don't let this world program you. You program you. All right. That's pretty much it, folks. When people are trying to have too much say in what you do, that controls who you become. And if you know who you are, you bet not let none of that happen. And if you don't know who you are, now you know. You're a child of God. You're a child of the King. You are the chosen one. So act like it. Wait a minute, they're trying to take me away from my chosen duties. I can't have that. It's not a game out here. You have a dream and a goal. You have a hope. You have a destiny. You have a purpose. You have a plan for your life. Don't let people get in the way of that. And don't let anything get in the way of that. And anything that does is not for you. Anything that supports you, loves you, cares about you would not want to get in the way of that. Respectfully. So if they can't respect that respectfully, then you're going to have to choose what's best for you, your goal, your dream, your purpose. And you're going to have to do what's best for you. And you already know what that is. We ain't got to get too deep into that. If you don't know, check out some other videos. All right. So choose your purpose. Choose your plan. Don't let people stop you. All right. Don't let people get in the way. If you see people realizing things about you and they're not realizing it in a way that's going to pan out in a positive way, that's a red flag. That's a sign that that person needs to go. That's a sign that person's going to get in the way. That's a sign that person is not going to be there to stay anyway. So if you start to notice little things like people not liking your God-given talents, people not liking the fact that you have a purpose, people not liking the fact that you're about your Father's business, people not liking the fact that you have something to do and you enjoy doing it and it doesn't involve them. And it's going to require you to have a space and a break from them. Those people got to go. Because they're only going to hold you back and slow you down and weigh you down. They're going to be you're going to be trying to reach for the sky and spread your wings and fly, and they're going to be 100,000-pound weight attached to your leg, ankle, and thigh. You're not going to be able to get up off the ground like that with that kind of weight dragging you down. With their negative thinking, their negative thoughts, their negative energy. And on top of that, projecting it all on you because you think, and not only think, you know you can have it and make it happen and work towards making it happen and are showing evidence and results that it actually can. You got to be by yourself. Who you kidding? That's too many miracles to take place around somebody that is not invested in themselves to get their own. You can't be having miracles happen around people that don't have none happening. This is why you have to pray. This is why you have to pray for things to work out for you. This is why you have to pray to get to where you want to get in life in real time. You have to work on yourself. You have to work on your goals, your dreams, and pray on yourself, your goals, and your dreams. That you be protected, they be protected, that they happen, and they happen just, and they happen right. We're going to dream school. I'm taking y'all to school today. All right, I hope you enjoyed this class. All right, if you enjoyed this content, hit that like button, hit the share button. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, send a contribution. The links to donate are in the description. Why wouldn't you want to donate to a channel as phenomenal and fantastic as this one? I'm telling you. All right, stick around. We got great videos. We have great, amazing videos like this one. All right, even the fly's trying to get some. All right, everybody's trying to get some of this good stuff. All right, these good vibes. All right, because and that's a fruit fly. That's a good sign. All right, you know why? Because we keep putting in this good work. We're going to just be like that fruit fly because we're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Look at God. I said, look at God. We're gonna be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Holla if you hear me. All right. Peace, love, and light. I'll see each and every one of you in the next video. Shout out to the chosen vessels, the galactic family, and Druuill Nation. Peace, love, and light. We out. Hope you enjoyed this video.